Yeah, just Mick here. Sure worked out pretty well. Had a lot of weight because it was wanting to go that way, so that's west. You will see I had a lot of weight on these these aluminium wedges here. So you can see the imprint from the wedges there. And he's a semi-shit box anyhow. He'd died from lack of water about 6 years ago. Lost a lot of timber here because there was a massive drought on. But a little bit of a pipe. Now this tree here, he's probably through that way, from left to right, he's probably 3 feet. He's a fair sized tree. It's a big tree actually. So no, it's surprising when you can bring them back with wedges. So it's hinged here, which is snapped out, and still a good bit of hinge here. It had a massive amount of weight on the right hand side because over here where the wedges are. So it ended up working pretty well. It had a lot of weight. It was wanting to go west, but I didn't want it. So last thing I wanted was to go up that way and fall on the shade shed up there. So it's got gear in it. Now, if you look at it here, there you can see the hinge pretty well. Not much of a hinge, just a little bit there. Main part of the hinge is here. So it worked well. Can't get too in depth about it. I've got a few limbs up there, and this is a lot of firewood. Oh, thank Christ I got that tractor. Because without that tractor, my daddy-in-law, when he's down, and he's not holidaying, we got a lot of work to do to clean this up. He'll obviously cut a bit of firewood for himself for when he goes off camping or just when he's staying here for a bit. Yeah, but anyhow, that's that stump. Nick can stay there. Like I say, she's probably through that way. He's over 3 feet from east to west. He's probably 3 feet north, which is this side, to south, which is the other side. Got a few more got to come down here too. That little twin barrel apple gum. That one, no. And what do we got here? We got that one there's got to come down, and that box tree. So that's a gum. There's a box tree directly behind it. He's got to come down because he's all rotted out at the base. So you really got to have an overall look at some of these trees. See there? See the big scar, or whether he's just grown around a tree. I'd say that's just a epicormic growth, and it's just grown out of a stump by the look of that. But we've just got to make sure. And then we got another one there that he's all died back from the drought, and there's one there, and then there's another big one in the middle of the shot there on the other side of that rock garden there. He's got to go, but everything else is pretty safe. And this thing wasn't far off going to be dropping limbs, so I just thought, nah, it's got to come down, and today the conditions were perfect. Be a hard way to make a living, to be honest with you. It's not easy work driving wedges, especially those wedges were singing because they did have a lot of weight on them, those ones on this side, because I did steer it. I steered it because it had weight back, and I thought, worst case scenario, if it ended up going backwards, was only going to fall up there, but I didn't really want to fall. I didn't want it to fall into that gum tree behind that little apple gum there, and that's where it wanted to go. But there really wasn't much it was going to hit. So yeah, we got a beautiful day here. It was cool last night, and I just wanted to show you in depth, and that's where I wanted it to go. Exactly where that currawong that's just flown off was. Remember that stump, that part of that stump that's sticking up? So, no damage to this tree. A couple of limbs out of that one there as he was going, and that's about the size of it. So that worked well. And then we had an excavator in, and he took out another stringy bark just up there, and when he pushed him down, a limb snapped off up there into that apple, it's an apple gum too. Snapped off there. But we've got a gorgeous day here today. Like that cooler weather last night. Yeah, there's the stump off. There's the butt off that bloody stringy bark that was up there near that shade shed. There's he wasn't as big as this one, but see his double barrel, see that? So there's his butt. I cut off on the left hand side, then I cut him off on the right hand side with that big saw. So yeah, he's every bit of 3 foot through all the way around, if not a bit more. But there's some massive stringy barks down here at this area and around Liston. But that Shindao saw, it's a 73cc professional saw. I don't know how big the biggest Shindao they make, but shit, it's a good saw. So I've just got to go and service it up now. No, it's a bloody beaut. Take it with me while I'm at it. Oh, he's not light, but you know you're working them. Look, I'm going to leave it at that. Little box tree there. He's about 2 foot through at the butt, or a bit less. There's a pallet there, so I'll give you an idea. No, he's probably 1.5 foot. But yeah, it's all looking good. There's that dead one there in the centre of screen, but it can't reach anything. But it'll be the next one to go, because it is, they start dropping big limbs. No good. I'm going to leave it at that. Little Mick here from Macali. Mick out. You all have a lovely afternoon.